Elon Musk has recently announced an ominous air defense system for the United States Air Force. As part of a significant air defense initiative projected to cost more than $102 million, the world's premier space business, SpaceX, is partnering with the United States Air Force. On the other hand, this endeavor is far beyond what anyone could have envisioned. So, are you looking forward to learning more about it? So make sure you watch the video to find out more. Before we begin, welcome back to Tech Unity. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell symbol so that you never miss an update on SpaceX's Tesla Starship or anything else linked to the multi-talented, influential tech titan Elon Musk. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or concerns, be sure to leave some comments below. After all of that, let's get down to business. The United States Air Force issued a contract for more than $102 million to SpaceX in response. This firm designs and builds massive rockets to assist in delivering military goods and humanitarian aid throughout the world, among other things. According to the System for Award Management, which can be seen on the government's website, in addition to this contract, the Air Force's Rocket Freight Program, which involves using rockets for worldwide logistics for the Department of Defense, has several other agreements. According to SpaceX, however, it is still uncertain which spacecraft will be employed for its rocket cargo mission. According to Greg Spanier, program manager for Rocket Cargo, the Department of Defense would be interested in being able to carry loads anywhere in the world to help humanitarian relief. According to the Air Force, they will collect the environmental data required for the program as deadline approaches. He has proven that most disaster locations do not have a commercial spaceport nearby for tracking SpaceX launches and landings. He went on to say that the Air Force is looking into a wide range of options for landings in rural areas. The contract states that SpaceX will be expected to demonstrate technology and capabilities for transporting military cargo, humanitarian aid, and other commodities around the world on a heavy rocket. This is precisely what SpaceX will be required to do. According to Space News, this type of contract is referred to as point-to-point transport since it is used to convey a payload from one location on the planet to another. It is also the largest rocket cargo contract of its kind that has ever been given. An important factor in the development of this partnership is that the Pentagon is highly interested in the ability to transfer cargo to any location on the planet to help humanitarian aid and disaster relief efforts. Spanier stated that commercial vendors envision fixed point-to-point transportation to create a site is a commercial service we would be interested in acquiring as soon as it becomes available. Spanier has also stated that for all of those to whom this contract was awarded, SpaceX is the first business to get it. As part of this program, the Air Force aims to collaborate with various other companies. According to Air Force authorities, last year they revealed the Rocket Cargo Vanguard project, which investigated methods for transporting up to 100 tons of cargo using commercial rockets anywhere on Earth, according to the Air Force. According to the new deal, it is not specified which of SpaceX's launch vehicles will be utilized to convey the cargo to their destination. However, under the terms of this new arrangement, the Air Force Research Laboratory will have access to and view data from all SpaceX launches and booster landings to identify and evaluate the most appropriate vehicle for the objective at hand. It's no secret that SpaceX has been successfully launching reusable rockets for several years. It also has a heavy lift rocket with reusable boosters for more critical missions, known as the FALCON Heavy, which can carry up to a ton of payload. Beyond creating a gigantic rocket known as the Starship, SpaceX is also working on developing the Super Heavy, which will be capable of launching 100 metric tons into Earth's orbit and can be reused several times. In addition, according to SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, the rocket's capacity to go point-to-point around the Earth will be among their many capabilities in the future. According to Space News, the new deal includes several other provisions. The Air Force Research Laboratory will also be able to request SpaceX assistance in demonstrating its heavy payload, transport, and landing capabilities, even though no specific date has been set for when such a demonstration might take place. According to Space News, Spanier has stated that the Air Force Research Laboratory will be utilizing many commercial demonstration missions over the next few years to acquire the data. Moreover, the Air Force does not dictate the schedule, but instead collects data whenever SpaceX conducts missions pertinent to the goal. Under the terms of the deal, SpaceX will also design cargo bays for the Air Force, specifically cargo bays that can be quickly loaded and unloaded and housed within intermodal containers controlled by the United States Transportation Command. However, The contract also includes disaster assistance, humanitarian aid transport, and the provision of cargo and supplies for the United States Armed Forces, or the USAF. Unfortunately, there aren't any spaceport at every location on the planet. As a result, in the case of a tragedy, the landing of a rocket bearing supplies will be a significant obstacle to overcome. Consequently, according to Spanier, the AFRL is investigating a greater range of unique flying paths to help alleviate overflight difficulties while also evaluating a diverse range of landing choices for osteosites while also considering human factors. The situation is different when landing close to populated areas and transporting a wider variety of cargo, such as medical supplies. Despite this, it is unclear when the first demonstration flight under the program will occur. Aside from that, Spanier stated that other launch service providers might be offered similar contracts shortly. He said no previous attempt to launch considerable amounts of heavy goods from orbit had been made. It will put a significant amount of strain on the commercial thermal protection system, landing propulsion system, and landing legs. As a side note, this isn't the first time SpaceX has collaborated with the United States Air Force. Several recent requests to the Federal Communications Commission by SpaceX indicate that the corporation is ready to demonstrate its Starlink satellite internet system to the United States Air Force. In a filing with the Federal Communications Commission, SpaceX requested minor revisions to its experimental authorization to conduct more test activities in conjunction with the federal government's funding. At a single location, SpaceX said the test would demonstrate that data can be broadcast and received from 1 to 2 stationary ground sites and from 1 to 1 airborne aircraft. A third limited test from a moving vehicle will be done at the exact location. This project, known as the STARLINK project, is one that the company is concentrating on. It involves using thousands of satellites known as a constellation in the space industry to establish an interconnected internet network and provide fast internet service to existing and potential customers. Also revealed was that SpaceX would be working with Ball Aerospace, a defense and aerospace business, for this test, which will provide the antennas used to connect the Starlink satellites to the aircraft in question. However, according to a recent statement provided by SpaceX, Ball is a manufacturer of conformal antennas for tactical aircraft, which refers to military jet aircraft. In addition, the corporation pointed out that the Starlink test fits under the Air Force Research Laboratory's defense experimentation using the Commercial Space Internet DUSI program, for which Ball was awarded a $9.7 million contract earlier this year. Even though SpaceX has not specified a definite time frame for the test to be conducted, it did state that it anticipated the testing to take between 4 and 6 months to complete. SpaceX, which has launched more than 2,000 satellites into orbit to date, has worked to improve the performance of Starlink as part of its ongoing expansion strategy. In October, SpaceX began implementing its early services, which are currently accessible to clients in the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Germany, and New Zealand, with rates starting at $99 per month in the United States and Canada and $99 per month in Germany and New Zealand. As of November, the company is seeking permission from the Federal Communications Commission, or the FCC, to link private jets to Starlink. In January, SpaceX requested that the Federal Communications Commission expand its authorization to cover moving vehicles, allowing Starlink to use everything from aircraft to ships to huge trucks. The Federal Communications Commission granted the request. Despite this, nothing has been done to date. But whatever the case may be, do you believe any of these initiatives will see the light of day soon? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. But above all, if you want to stay on top of every topic related to Elon Musk, you should think about subscribing to the channel and pressing the bell button. We'll see you in the following video. Peace be with you until then.